chipping around the green, it's so important to minimise your scores, get the ball close to the hole, and just, you know, really help to lower your scores, isn't it?
Absolutely. I think we believe if you're this far from the stick, if you're just this little bit off the green, the maximum you want to take is 3 shots. And if your handicap's low, you want 1 chip, 1 putt.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. You could even nearly putt from here because we're quite close to the edge here.
Exactly.
But the focus of today's tip was all around this thing that most pros hate, called the chipper. I'm going to take it in and show you what it looks like. Okay, it is basically an extra club that the golf manufacturers will try and sell you that you don't need, and it's designed to make chipping easy for the very sort of beginner golfer. But as we both know, Dee, what happens is it can really kill your technique, and this is why pros hate it. So let us explain what we mean by that.
Yeah, so let's say it does, if you're just getting into golf, the chipper has some advantage in that it's just like a putting technique, so you're just going to use it like a putter.
And I'll show you that.
Yes, and it'll show you. So she's
purely like a putting stroke.
The only thing is you probably play it closer to your back foot than you would your putter. Yeah, that's about all. And
it pops up. It doesn't run very far though, and that is the problem, isn't it? Because it lands and sort of stops. There's so much loft here. It does lift up and it goes, but it sort of stops quickly. So people end up using too big a swing.
And so see how it gets Annie's hands very high, not like her normal chipping action. So the only difference is it's off her back foot.
It's a pure putting stroke, but it's just landing and going nowhere. Now, if it was Dennise, what we would suggest, and we prefer a lot, is the 8 or the 7 chip and run shot.
Exactly.
Which Dee will now demonstrate.
So I'm going to demonstrate that. So I'm down the grip, as you all know. I'm still like the chipper, I'm playing it off my back foot, and basically all I'm doing is a nice little swing back and forward. It's not quite like a putt, but not far off.
The beauty with this is...
So it rolls out and it rolls... Oh, nearly went in.
But see how that came out low? You only need to get it on and get it running. It's such a safe little shot. The least time you've got the ball in the air, the better, which is why this shot is so much better than the chipper.
And depending on your skill level too, you may even decide when you're only this far off the green and it's cut down short,
a putter.
You could use a putter.
Absolutely.
So you're always looking for the shot that you've practiced and that you feel most confident with.
Yep. Definitely, and let me just go over again why we hate the chipper so much is because you need quite a long stroke to get the ball to go in because it lands and stops. And what happens, instead of keeping the putting stroke, which is okay, if you keep the putting stroke, that's what it's designed for, but people start using it further and further away and get this hideous kind of, they're trying to keep the putter, pointing at the ball, they get this hideous kind of, oh, we don't even want to.
Unfortunately, people get a little bit of success with it here, as Annie said. So if you stand over there, Annie, and you do it, come a little closer so we can see you. So they start using it from 40, 50 metres out. Yeah. And they're starting this sort of no wrist hinge, bowing under,
it goes
up
like
and down, and they start using it too far back. Yeah. And the reason we dislike it is because it really destroys your technique,
kills your technique. So then you'll come and try and chip and you won't be able to because you've got this hideous technique that has developed as a result of using the chipper.
So our thing is, if you want to use it, go ahead, but only use it from off the fringe of the green.
Very
with
tiny,
a little short,
and just the putting stroke.
Yeah, and the back foot.
And it's really only for the tiniest of chips. It's such a specific thing. Chuck it out. Use an 8 or a 7 for your chip and run shots. They land and they run safe as shot. Practice it a bit, sure. Get rid of the chipper.
Or even just, if you're that close,
putt it.
Use your little Texas wedge so you can see off the back foot, Texas wedge. And I'm rolling it down there.
That's your safest shot for sure.
Yeah. The better the skill level, the lower your handicap, you're probably going to chip rather than use a Texas wedge. But
we don't really want you to start with this either, though, because it can develop into poor technique. So you're better off not even starting with the chipper. So sorry to all those chipper manufacturers, but most pros hate them, don't they?
Yeah.
It just dies, doesn't it?
So it means, even for what we can do, Annie, it means the length of swing you have to get it there is much greater than the length of swing I have.
Yeah, exactly. Your little swing is only here,
so
I need one about this long.
Let me just see you
and it just feels really awkward as well. Like it hurts your back.
we'll just do 2 balls. Ooh.
I know I end up with this thing.
So that was a little swing, and yours is coming up short.
Mine's always coming up short. I can't swing this thing long enough to not come up short.
Look at the little swing I just did there.
Yeah.
I know it's
Yours are consistently closer than mine, though.
and because my swing is littler. Yours
I'm having to use this big long thing
and
that
what
feels
length am I?
terrible.
See, you swing back and I'll swing back. So we're going. You go to there. I'm only going to there.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm through to here. And you've got to go
exactly.
further. How big a swing you have to do, and it holds
That
up.
stopped right next to the hole.
No, it went past.
No, but I'm like that nearly
yeah.
flew all the way there and,
Yeah.
and stopped. That's not what you want.
No, you want it to run out.
I know.
How are you? And sometimes it won't stop if you scull it.
Yeah, that actually hurts my back a bit. I have to take it so far back. Feel how bad that feels.
Oh, it's heavy too. Oh. So you just do the putting.
Yeah, you're setting up like a chipper. Yeah, set it up like a putter. Oh, see how quickly it stopped?
I think it's going to destroy your putting technique as well.
Yeah.
Because then I found it doing this with my shoulders. I
We'll go and
don't
get
want to
these.
be negative about it as